wake up at 5 a.m., you journal, you meditate, you work out, you listen to podcasts on productivity, you read books on discipline, you track your habits, you optimize your morning routine, and yet something feels off. You feel tired, not just physically tired. You feel empty. You are doing everything right, but you don't feel free. You feel like a machine following a program. Welcome to the dark side of self-improvement, the side nobody in this community wants to talk about. Because if they did, it might break the whole thing. Stay with me. This video might be the most honest thing you watch today. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Before we start, I want to be very clear about something. I believe in self-improvement, genuinely. Working on yourself, building discipline, developing good habits, all of that is real and valuable. But today we are going to talk about the parts of this world that most creators and coaches avoid, because the self-improvement industry is worth over $10 billion a year. And with that much money involved, not everything you are being sold is true. So today we are going to look at 5 uncomfortable truths. No judgment, no shame, just honesty. Let's go. Here's the first truth. Self-improvement can become an addiction. Now, when we hear the word addiction, we think of drugs or alcohol. But addiction is simply this: doing something repeatedly to escape a feeling. And for many people, self-improvement has become exactly that. They read one more book because they feel like they are not enough. They follow one more routine because they feel like they are falling behind. They watch one more motivational video because the feeling of motivation feels better than actually doing the work. This is called self-improvement addiction, or sometimes self-help addiction. Psychologists have a term for it: toxic productivity. It is when the process of improving becomes a way to avoid facing what is really wrong. Ask yourself this honestly: are you improving your life, or are you escaping it? Because there is a big difference. A person who is genuinely growing feels progress. A person who is addicted to self-improvement never feels good enough, no matter how much they do. Let's talk about motivation. Scroll through YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok for 10 minutes. You will see hundreds of videos with titles like, "This will change your life," "Watch this when you feel like giving up," "The mindset of a winner." And honestly, they feel amazing. The music hits, the voice is powerful, the words are fire. You feel ready to conquer the world. And then, 30 minutes later, that feeling is completely gone. Here is why. Motivation is an emotion, not a strategy. When you watch a powerful video, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical released when you eat sugar or scroll social media. It feels good. It is designed to feel good. But emotions pass, dopamine drops, and you are back to where you started. The self-improvement industry has built an entire economy on selling you that emotional high again and again and again. And the dark truth is this: the more motivational content you consume, the less you actually do. Researchers call this moral licensing. When you feel inspired, your brain registers it as progress, even if you did nothing. The video made you feel like a winner, so your brain says, "Good job, you worked hard today." But you didn't. Real growth does not come from motivation. It comes from systems, from habits, from showing up even when you feel nothing. Here is one that goes deep: the identity trap. Self-improvement tells you to build a new identity. Become a morning person, become an athlete, become a high performer. And there is truth in that idea. Who you believe you are shapes how you behave. But here is the dark side nobody mentions. When your entire identity becomes "I am someone who improves," you start to define yourself only by what you produce. Your worth becomes tied to your output. If you miss a workout, you feel like a failure. If you don't wake up at 5 a.m., you feel lazy and ashamed. If you take a day off, a voice inside says, "You are falling behind. You are losing. You are not who you said you were." This is not self-improvement. This is self-punishment wearing a positive mask. And the tragic part, many people in the self-improvement community are secretly suffering. Behind the discipline journals and the cold showers and the hustle quotes, There is a person who feels deeply unworthy. They are not improving from a place of love for themselves. They are improving from a place of shame. And shame is not a sustainable fuel. It burns bright for a while, then it burns you. Let's talk about burnout. You have probably heard this word before, but I want to describe what it actually feels like. Burnout is not just being tired. It is when you stop caring about things that used to matter to you. It is when the goals that once excited you now feel empty. It is when you look in the mirror and you cannot remember why you started. The self-improvement community has a very dangerous relationship with burnout because the messaging is always push harder, sleep less, do more. Rest is for the weak, and people follow this advice until they break. The research is very clear on this. Chronic overwork and lack of recovery do not produce high performance, they destroy it. A 2019 study from the World Health Organization officially classified burnout as an occupational phenomenon. That means it is real, it is documented, has consequences. And yet, some of the most popular self-improvement content glorifies the very behaviors that lead to burnout. Work 18 hours a day, sleep 4 hours, no days off. This is not discipline. This is a path to a serious mental and physical crash. The irony, the most productive people in the world, scientists, artists, athletes, all prioritize rest because they understand that recovery is not the opposite of performance. Recovery is performance. The fifth dark truth is one of the most damaging: comparison culture disguised as inspiration. Every day, the internet shows you people who wake up at 4 a.m., run 10 miles, build a business, read 50 books a year, have perfect bodies, and somehow have time for family, friends, and a peaceful mind. These images and stories are presented as inspiration. If they can do it, so can you. But here's the truth. Most of what you see is curated, filtered, selected. You see their highlight reel. You never see the anxiety, the failed relationships, the health issues, the days when nothing works, the nights they cry alone. And when you compare your real, messy, complicated life to someone else's carefully edited story, you always lose. Psychologists call this social comparison theory, and decades of research show that upward comparison, comparing yourself to people who seem better, consistently lowers self-esteem and increases anxiety. Yet the entire self-improvement social media ecosystem runs on this. It shows you someone extraordinary. You feel inadequate. You buy the course, the book, the program, and the cycle continues. Real self-improvement is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming more fully yourself. That shift from comparison to self-awareness changes everything. So what do we do with all of this? I am not telling you to give up on growth. I am not telling you that self-improvement is bad. I am telling you to be honest with yourself about why you are doing it. Ask yourself, am I improving because I love myself and I want to grow? Or am I improving because I hate who I am and I want to escape? One of these paths leads somewhere real. The other one leads to a very sophisticated form of running away. True self-improvement is slow. It is quiet. It does not always feel like fire and momentum. Sometimes it looks like resting. Sometimes it looks like saying no. Sometimes it looks like sitting with a feeling instead of drowning it in productivity. The goal is not to become a perfect human being. The goal is to become a more conscious one. If this video made you think, that was the point. The best thing self-improvement can give you is not a morning routine. It is clarity, honesty, and the courage to stop performing growth and actually live it. If you found this valuable, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below. I genuinely want to know, which of these 5 points hit you the hardest? And if you are new here, this channel is about real psychology, real growth, and the truth behind human behavior. Subscribe. I post every week. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.